Hi, my name is Heather, and I want to share my story of how I got into essential oils. All right, and this is Joshua. Yeah, hi. Okay, so it was in 2012 when I started researching healthy things because of my kids. I wanted to find things that naturally boost their immune systems and help with certain things that we were going through in our family. So it took me on this big exploration of foods and medicines and the like. And I've never really heard of essential oils. I didn't think much of it. I thought it was hippie stuff. And so I just kind of ignored it. Well, I was praying and praying because I was fed up with my third son. We were having issues with him. And so I was asking God, what do I need to do? Because I'm at my wit's end. And I happened to see a webinar on Facebook for essential oils. And so I listened and I was super impressed. I learned all this information. And so I decided by faith, I jumped on board. I called and ordered this big enrollment kit. And I thought, this is it. I'm going to do it. And so once the oils came, then I decided to prove it to my husband and to myself that these oils could work. So for the next few months, every time we had any kind of anything that we needed an oil for, we would use it. And I started to see how awesome these were, how quick they worked, how they helped everything. We were blown away, and my husband became a believer. And so I was really excited to be able to be using something that came from the earth naturally and that it didn't have side effects. It worked wonders on our kids. I was impressed with the company. I started researching the top essential oil companies because I wanted to make sure that this was the one that I was going to stick with. I mean, the proof was already in the oils, but I wanted to know the background of where the company stood for and all of that, where everything was sourced, and to make sure everything was credible and honest. Integrity is a huge thing for me, so I wanted to make sure. So I was 100%, because when I'm 100% behind anything, then I'm like rock steady. And so after doing all that, I was really impressed, decided that this was it. So I went with this company, and I just started using, and that was it. I was going to use them for life because I was so impressed with what they're doing for our health. And I started sharing with family and friends. I was not interested in the business. At first, I started sharing with a few people, but then life got in the way. We were trying to get out of debt. Things were crazy. I got pregnant again. All these things were happening. And so I was like, well, no, not for me, not for me. Well, then in 2014, after a couple of years of using the oils, we got out of debt. And I was praying one day, asking what's next, and this business just kind of fell in my lap. I was already sharing, and so it was pretty easy just to kind of fall into that, because it was not a huge thing that you have to do to go in. It's basically you're sharing because you want to tell other moms and other people the awesome things that the oils have done for you, and it just comes naturally. And so I jumped in. So I stay at home. I have 6 kids now, and I homeschool. So it's not like I'm like, I have all this time. I think I should do a business. It was the last thing on my mind. But my passion to help share what I've went through and the awesome results I've had from these oils and natural solutions to help with people's lives, especially with moms and their kids, I thought, well, this is a no-brainer. And so I jumped in. So 2014 is when I started. And my reason for doing the business is just for helping share this. I like to share with people anyway, everything that has worked for us. And so why keep it to yourself? I thought it would be pretty selfish to keep something this big to myself. So I wanted to help, and I've been able to help so many people. And I love seeing the moms feel empowered and the freedom that they've experienced in their health and their kids' health, their families, relatives. I've helped babies all the way up to the elderly, and it's just such an awesome feeling right there in itself. And then the financial aspect is nice because I can pay for my own product just by sharing with other people. I mean, this was like so cool. And I help contribute to the, things like groceries and homeschool curriculum. And we've been able to stay out of debt. So we've been debt free for a couple years, and I'm just I thank God all the time that this is so exciting. So, and then my reason for continuing the oils in the business, besides helping others, is of course my family. So I love my husband for his support with this, and then my kids, that's their cue. My kids are a huge reason for me. Without them, I would have never even started looking into essential oils. So come here. They want to be famous. Here's Hannah, Joshua. There's Isaiah and Daniel. And there's Bethany and Adam. All right, so you can see I have a lot of reasons for doing this, for using oils, and for doing the business. So, all right, thank you.